Happy New Year, you guys. First video of 2020. Wow, I haven't filmed in a really long time. I feel like I took like a really long break. I was sick for pretty much a month, but I am back. I'm feeling better. I have not even been wearing makeup very much lately, so I want to get back into playing with makeup because I love it so much. Today I'm going to be doing kind of like a trying new products, but I bought a lot of new stuff over the past few weeks or so, and I really want to test them out. So without further ado, let's just get into it. For skin prep, I did start off with the Tatcha water cream. I got this with my points at Sephora. It's like a little mini. I've never tried this before and everybody's always raving about it. I like it. It felt really nice. It absorbs really quickly and it doesn't leave like this shine or greasy feeling on the skin. It just makes your skin feel very soft. This next product I bought not too long ago and I was just really intrigued by it. It's the Glam SuperMattify 6 Acid Clarifying Primer, All Day Oil Control, Smoothing, and it minimizes your pores. I don't have oily skin. I have pretty normal skin, like combination. But I don't know, something about this really caught my eye. I haven't bought anything from Glam in such a long time. So this is what it looks like. It's a little compact, has a little spoon to scoop it out, and that is pretty much the product inside. It's like a balm. I swatched it in the store on my hand and all the wrinkles on my hand just like disappeared. And I was like, I am going to do it only on half of my face because I am wearing a new foundation today and I want to see A, what the foundation looks like on my bare skin, and B, what the primer does to the foundation, if it makes my skin look smoother and if it makes my makeup last longer and look more matte throughout the day. I think I'm going to wear it on like my bad side right now. I have like a few spots. So I'm gonna take a little spoon it came with. Oh, that's really satisfying. Oh my god, it's so soft. This is what it looks like. I don't know if this is too much. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I am going to focus this mostly where I have lines and pores. So basically my whole face. And I know I said I'm doing half my face, but I am gonna go like right in here because I do have a lot of lines and the most creasing right in here. It feels really nice on the skin. It leaves it just kind of feeling soft. It doesn't look greasy and it doesn't also feel super dry either. I am going to go into the Kokie Full Cover Foundation. I bought this a long time ago and I have not tried it yet. I'm so excited, you guys. I went on their website again and I realized it was all sold out. I don't know why. Does that mean it's really good? Did somebody talk about it and then everyone went and bought it? I don't know. If it's still sold out, I'm so sorry, but I'm just very excited to try this. I have the shade 30W. I don't know if it's gonna be my shade. I ordered this online. We all know how that goes. The packaging is really nice. It's a frosted glass bottle. It has a nice little pump to it. I'm gonna do a brush, I guess, first and see how that goes. This is a full coverage foundation, so I'm gonna start really light and then build it up if I need it. Oh yeah, this is definitely dark. A tad on the orange side. What am I smelling? We're gonna go with it. I'm not really leaving the house, so I'm not trying to hide from anyone. I just got a facial yesterday and we did some extractions, so therefore I have a few little spots on my face. So that's like one layer on my cheek. I definitely need to go in with more foundation on my chin and my forehead. But for the most part, it looks really pretty. I want to say the coverage is like a medium right now. I'm sure we could build this up to a full. Oh my god, oh wow. I should have worn a turtleneck today. I've been sick for a month. I haven't left my house. It's winter. I'm the color of paper. I'm my wall colors again, so everything's gonna be too dark for me. It's kind of sitting on my skin. It does look like makeup. I wouldn't say it's like a super natural finish. I'm gonna do the other side with a sponge and then maybe carry over the sponge on this side and just kind of like press it in a little bit better because I feel like a sponge kind of makes full coverage foundations a little less cakey looking sometimes. Wow, I feel like for once it's going a much longer way with the sponge. Foundation is on. It doesn't look very different in terms of like the primer doing anything to my skin. I thought that it would like look a lot smoother, but I don't know if it's because we used a brush. Maybe that kind of changed the consistency of it, but it pretty much looks the same, except this side looks a little heavier. That might be from the brush, but we'll see once everything is like in place and set and I add my concealer. In terms of foundation, it looks a little heavy. I can already see a line forming across my forehead and it's settling in all of my lines. Like every crease I have in my face is creasing right now. So that's not a good sign. I just bought this. This is the Hourglass, what is this called? Vanish concealer, I believe. And I have the shade Cotton, which looks like it's gonna be so light compared to how dark my foundation is. So cross my fingers, it looks okay. But I am very intrigued by this. I didn't even know it came out. I was in Sephora and I was like, what is that? I needed to zoom you guys in with lower lighting so you can see how horrifying my forehead looks. This is not okay, and I'm not even done with my makeup. That does not look good. It looks super heavy and I'm not liking that. I'm gonna have to wash my makeup off and go in with another new foundation I have because I really don't like this, and I'm trying to blend out my creases. It's not working. So this is not a good start. Let me go wash my face and let's start again. I'm back, take two. Let's do this again. I washed my face, Tatcha water cream all over. I'm gonna go into the Glam Glow primer, and once again, I'm going to put it on half of my face. Don't worry, I have a backup foundation. This is the Soap and Glory Cake Ash All Day Wear Foundation. I have the shade 3. Is this one gonna match? I don't know, but it feels like it's gonna be a little closer than the Kokie one. So this is a 24-hour wear sweat-proof resistant foundation. That's pretty exciting. I'm actually pretty excited to try this. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna apply it on the side without a primer first, just so I can let the primer really sink into my skin and just like melt. I'm gonna take this Smashbox brush right here, and I'm gonna go in with about like 2-ish pumps, and oh yeah, that color is so much. Oh wow, it's actually pretty good. That's a pretty nice color actually. This is definitely a wetter foundation. Like you can actually see my skin like glowing, and the color is, wow, the color is almost perfect. It's not quite like, it looks really good. It matches my face color, but my body is always a little bit more warm olivey tone. So it never matches my body, but it does match my face. Coverage on this is a nice medium. I still see a lot of things peeking through, but it looks really natural on the skin, like really, really pretty. I'm gonna leave it at one layer right now. I'm gonna do the other side, and then we can always do like some spot concealing and see how it looks overall. I also really like it with this brush. It goes on really nicely, so I'm gonna, I guess, do the other side with a brush as well. There's nothing more satisfying to me than putting foundation on and just concealing all the imperfections and like the redness on the skin. I love it. That is about one layer all over my face. I think I'm gonna take the tiniest amount and just kind of apply that on certain parts of my cheek. Let's go back to that Hourglass concealer. Hopefully the color doesn't look as crazy now that I have a foundation that is not too dark for me. So I'm gonna apply this underneath my eyes. It's definitely a lot more yellow than my foundation color. My foundation is a little bit on like the pinky side, which I don't particularly like. I need that warmth in my face. Like you can tell my face is pink. So that's what I don't like about it. So that is the concealer underneath my eyes. It's definitely very brightening. It looks good. I can't say anything really negative about it. Do I love it? I don't know yet. It doesn't look like the smoothest, most full coverage concealer in my eyes. Why is everything going so wrong today? Like, I don't get it. What did I do to deserve this? I hope I haven't lost you guys yet. I'm going into my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Oh my god, it's so much more yellow than my face. I don't know, why is this foundation so pink? I feel like it's only getting pinker and pinker. I don't know what it is that's suddenly making my face so like itchy, like around my nose. It is so itchy. Oh my god. Normally when I'm testing a new foundation out, I don't do a lot of like cream contouring, but I feel like I really need it. I'm just like pale and pink, so I'm gonna take a little bit of my Born This Way Sculpting concealer in the shade Honey, and I'm just gonna do a very small amount of this just to kind of like warm up my face, add a little bit of dimension to it. I think that like contour, like to warm up my face, kind of just like evened everything out, so I feel a little bit better. I'm just ready to set this face and move on. I'm gonna go into the Wet n Wild loose setting powder. I've recently purchased this. I used this once and I really liked it. It has amazing reviews and people really love this powder, so I was very curious about it, and just from like the first time I used it, not bad. I'm gonna use it with a damp sponge, and I'm gonna start with underneath my eyes. This video is a mess. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Am I off? Is just everything not working right today? Is my face broken? Probably like all of the above. I don't know. I recently picked up this MAC product, and I don't remember the last time I walked into a MAC store and bought something, but this is the Mineralized Skin Finished Natural in Light Plus, and I was just really intrigued by this. I don't know who I was watching. They basically set their face but went into this powder very lightly with a brush and it just kind of dusted it everywhere, just to kind of set it in place a little bit more. And I love doing that with like pressed powders. I always kind of go over it, whether it's my Makeup Forever Velvet powder. That one has like a little bit more coverage, but I don't know, that's something like I already really like doing, and I just am always into trying new powders. And so far that looks really pretty. My god, what a journey it's been. Let's move on to bronzer, and this is the Becky G and Colourpop bronzer in 310. I have not tried anything from that collection yet. You guys have no idea how behind I am, and I feel so bad. But I don't have like a new bronzer that I bought, so I'm gonna try a new bronzer I have not tried. There's also another bronzer in LA. This one's a little bit more cool tone, but I think I need some warmth in my face because I feel like my face is a little bit too cool tone. I'm also really into the Going Coconuts Coconut Beach bronzer that they came out with recently. That one's really, really nice bronzer, but this is a gorgeous like warm tone, but it's not orange on my skin at all. I do have a new blush to try, and I'm really excited because it's my first Patrick Ta product, and this is the blush in She's Sincere. It's a really pretty color. Oh my god, if I can open it. This is what it looks like. I've been kind of holding off buying it. I don't know why. It just, every time I swatch it in the store, I'm like, but I've heard it doesn't like swatch the way that it goes on. So we shall see how it applies. I've also heard it's like more of a sheer blush that you like build up very slowly, and it's supposed to be really soft. And I do really like that a lot. So I'm gonna go into it. It's not very powdery actually. Like there's no kickback, and it doesn't look like I've picked up much on my brush. I'm very intrigued. Is anything gonna happen? Go in with a little bit more. It's just really subtle. Like I have to go in so much, but it's also like really pretty on the skin. You can see the blush, right? I'm not crazy. We can see blush. Interesting. I can't say I hate it and I can't say I love it. It's really pretty and it applies beautifully. Is it worth the money? I don't have a new highlighter, but I did want to try something I have not picked up in such a long time, and this is the Lorac highlighter in the shade Daylight. I used to be obsessed with these. They're so beautiful, and I believe that this is like the original one that I bought when these were like a thing. I feel like they like reformulated them recently. I could be very, very wrong, but I'm gonna take a little bit with a small brush. This highlighter is just beautiful. It just gives you that natural glowy look, almost kind of like the Hourglass ambient highlighters. It's not glittery, it's not metallic or foiled or artificial looking. So this is actually something that would be really pretty for like brides. It still builds up to a really beaming highlighter. Along with the Soap & Glory foundation, I also picked up the Soap & Glory Archery Brow Precision Pencil in the shade Blonde. And I did give this a try once already. I remember having an archery brow pencil, but it was like fatter and kind of like angled. And I remember really liking that. This was a little bit different. So maybe they changed it. I don't know. Maybe I picked up the wrong one. But I'm just gonna fill in my brows with this. It's definitely like a pencil where I kind of have to go over it a few times to get more pigment, but it's also really nice because it's not overwhelming at first. Like if you want like a more natural brow, it's really good for that too. And I really do like the color. I can't help but like really look at my skin while I'm filling my brows in, but it looks really pretty. Like my skin looks really smooth. I have no creasing anywhere. I mean, I have my frown lines, but it's just my frown lines. That's just always there, but my makeup hasn't settled and creased into them. And I have no smile lines. It looks very nice. I'm trying to figure out if that primer did anything to this side of my face. I don't know. I can't tell you. It almost looks like I have less pores on this side. That's the thing about primers. Do they really work? Do we really need them? Who knows? Like I like knowing that my skin is nice and hydrated and prepped and ready for a makeup, just so it's not dry and crusty and then my makeup looks dry and crusty. But in terms of something that's gonna make it long wear or do things or be poreless and all that stuff, sometimes I feel like it's really a gimmick. There's a lot of things that work, but sometimes I feel like my makeup sits so much prettier on just bare skin with a little bit of moisturizer. So maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's really, really hit or miss. I'm just running my Milk Makeup Haze Brow Gel through my eyebrows. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes, and I don't have anything new for the eyes in terms of something I bought recently, because truth be told, I don't really buy a lot of eye products. It's something that excites me the least. I love complexion and concealers, foundations, things like that. But when it comes to eyeshadows and eyeliners and things like that, it's like, I buy it out of necessity. Like if I need mascara, I have to go buy mascara, but I'm like, eh. But you know, when it comes to eyes, like I just have a lot of eyeshadow palettes as is, so I don't feel like I need to buy anything. However, I do want to use something I haven't tried yet, and that is the new Colourpop It's All Good palette. So they had the Bare Necessities palette, and now they have a new palette with all of these beautiful eyeshadows. It's definitely a lot like brighter. You have like berry tones, purples, yellows, golds, like it's really nice. I do want to slap on some eyeshadow really quickly. So I'm starting off with this shade right here. It's called Good Vibes. It's kind of like a dusty pink shade. And this is gonna go all over the crease. Quite like distributed. I'm not gonna just really focus in the crease. I'm gonna bring it all the way out. I want like a really diffused look. I think I might even keep it matte. I've been really wanting to do like an all matte eye lately. I've been seeing it on people and loving how like they have just like a crease color and then like a darker matte shadow on their lid and mascara, and that's it. And it looks just so freaking beautiful. And I don't know, like there's just something about it. It's like very model-esque. I'm gonna take a very small amount of rock sugar just to like define the crease a little bit. We don't want to go too dark because I'm gonna put like a darker shadow on the lid. So for my matte lid shade, I'm gonna go into this one right here. It's called Concierge. It's really pretty. I hope it doesn't look too pink on the lid. I do want to do like a more berry eye. Okay, I like that. That's something different. This is a little bit more pink than I was wanting to go for, but it is a really pretty color. I'm gonna take a little bit of Vibes and maybe place that on top just to tone down the pink a little bit. This is more like a rich brown shade, but mixed together. Oh, I actually quite like that a lot, because you still see a little bit of that pink coming through, but it just like toned it down a little. It's a little bit more like smoky. I wanted it to be a little bit darker. I'm gonna go back to my blending brush and just blend everything out. All I'm gonna do to my lower lash line is take that brown tone we put on the lids in Vibes, and I'm just gonna smudge this very gently like underneath the lower lash line, very softly. Like I don't want to add too much, but just enough to give it a little bit of definition. I'm gonna do a matte inner corner highlighter, and I'm gonna use this shade right here. It's called No Worries. We're just gonna pop that right in here. I'm also gonna take the same shade on my brow bone. I do have a new mascara to try. This is from Rimmel. It's the Wonder Luxe Volume Mascara. And this is what it looks like. It's in extreme black. Not a fan of these types of wands, but who knows, it might be magical. As of right now, I don't think it's really doing much to my lashes at all. Like I want to show you an example of a mascara, like one layer of like a better mascara. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. It has a similar type of like plastic wand. That's how I'm gonna use this one. Look at that. And this is like my better lashes kind of. Of course that would happen to me. Lastly, we have lips, and there is something new that I did purchase, and this is also from Patrick Ta. It is his Monochrome Moment Silky Lip Cream, and I got the shade She's Secure. It's a really pretty color. It swatches like a really pigmented melted classic lipstick. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm very interested to see how it looks on the lips. I have not yet tried this. I do think I'm gonna line my lips a little bit first. I take my Jouer lip cream liner in the shade Sable, and hopefully this matches. I didn't even think to do like an eye look that would match the lipstick, so hopefully this goes. Now I'm gonna go to the Patrick Ta lip cream. Oh, okay. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. It is beautiful with this lip liner. It's like darker, so this lipstick really pops, and it has a beautiful ombre. Oh wow, this lip combo is beautiful. It's so pretty. Like I'm definitely gonna have to wear this again. The actual Patrick Ta lip product, I will say, goes on really nice. It kind of has like this mentholy feel. It kind of feels like a little minty on the lips. It's not burning by any means, but I do feel like there's mint in this product. It looks stunning. It is really creamy and smooth. I got some on my teeth. This lip product kind of sort of reminds me of the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip. So when you first apply that, it kind of looks, has a shine to it. It's satin, it's not quite matte, but the more you wear it and it's like on your lips, when you kind of do this, like that, it kind of mattifies the lip product a little bit more, and I feel like that's what's happening. When I first put it on, it did have a little bit more shine, and the more I kind of put my lips together, it just kind of like matte it down a little bit more. Does it dry down matte? No, not at all, but it does kind of remind me of the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lips. I like it, I like it. This is the final look, the final outcome. We started on a very rocky beginning, and I thought even like take 2 was gonna go a little bit south, but it pulled together. It pulled together quite well, actually. I quite like this foundation. I think it looks really pretty on my skin. It still hasn't really settled in any of my lines or my creases. Any creasing I have is the natural creases my face makes. I still see like a lot of my spots peeking through. It's not like super full coverage. I'm sure maybe you can build it up, but I really didn't want to cake up my face too much. In terms of the Glam Glow primer that we put on this side of the face, I am trying to figure out for the life of me if I'm noticing a difference, and I really cannot see a difference in my skin at all. In fact, I have less pores on this side. Maybe this side of my face just has less pores. I don't know, but I really do not see a difference in terms of like the smoothing aspect, the mattifying aspect. It's really too early to tell. I'm gonna see how this does wear throughout the day. Like I'm gonna see what my foundation does on both sides. But as of now, guys, I don't see a difference. The Hourglass concealer actually looks really nice. Now that I've set everything down, it's very pretty. It did kind of settle in my natural creases I have on my eyes. I am really liking this Wet n Wild powder though. I'm gonna continue to use it. It's really pretty. I think it does an amazing job, and it's just as good as like my Laura Mercier powder. If not, like it kind of doesn't look as dry on my skin, if that makes any sense. Like this looks really nice. Like it doesn't look like my skin is super powdery, and I haven't misted it or done anything. So A+ for that. Go Wet n Wild. What else? The Patrick Top blush. I don't get the hype on it, kind of. Like maybe I just don't understand it, but like I feel like if I'm paying that much for a blush, I want to get some color payoff, and I get the point is not to be like the most pigmented blush in the whole world. Like it's a nice sheer wash of color. It adds this very beautiful natural, I don't know, tint to the skin. I don't understand, but like it's kind of, I could get that with a lot of blushes of my own and just like put it on a little bit lightly. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know about that. The lip product I really actually do like, and I know that he has lip liners as well that are really, really nice. I have swatched them in the store. That's something that I'd be probably interested in picking up maybe, but I gotta say, very happy. Skin looks good. I really wish I was going somewhere. Unfortunately, I'm not. This isn't necessarily like a foundation wear test check-in type of video, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to come back with a clip of at the end of the night what my makeup looks like, and maybe see if there's like a difference in the wear of my foundation, because I'm quite curious and I'm pretty sure you guys would like to see that. I am going to throw in a clip at a later, much later time in the video so you guys can see what my skin looks like. So right now it is almost 4 p.m. It is pretty late time in the day to do like a wear test, but I do sleep pretty late and I'm gonna try to keep my makeup on as long as I can. So this is what it looks like right now. I think it looks really, really pretty. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, this is a good one, but yeah. That is everything, you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. In the beginning of this video, it was kind of like we were going on a roller coaster here, but everything turned out great, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at mesijesibeauty, Instagram MakeupByJesi. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I would appreciate it so very much. And also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.